And we are here with the Democratic National Convention. This is a very taxing event for you and your team, obviously. Just give us a snapshot of the resources that CBS News utilizes for an event like this.
You know, I have no idea.
You
I have no idea.
Do you not get the memos?
I have no idea. No, I don't. You know, I show up and we go to work.
Yeah.
And we have enough camera guys, and I think we have enough producers, and that's kind of it. It's a logistic nightmare for somebody, but it's not for me.
Yes.
So, you get through security, and there's a couple of trailers, and there's a laptop, and that's off we go.
He's tested out of all the rest of that stuff, obviously.
How do you keep it fresh, though? Because you do this time and time again. You come over and over again, and you know that up until Thursday, up to the mainline speech is not much. What do you do? What do you go to find to keep it fresh?
You know what? I came here with that attitude, that exact attitude. I'm 1,000 years old. My first conventions were back in 1984. Blah blah blah. Dinosaurs roam the earth. Nothing happens. This is their commercial. And it's interesting because there's this underlying sense about the Hillary Clinton support, and a number of them being really reluctant to get on the bandwagon. And we interviewed Governor Ed Rendell from Pennsylvania, who was a huge Hillary Clinton supporter. And he said, well, she's going to give a speech Tuesday night that's really going to be gangbusters, and everybody's going to get on board, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, I thought she gave that speech already. And he said, no, that was on a Saturday afternoon in Washington, D.C., blah, 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 blah. But there is this underlying sense of unhappiness among a certain number of delegates here. And what's interesting is in the last few weeks, especially since John McCain changed his campaign structure, he's out every day. He's out. I mean, whenever there's an issue, there's a return ad from the campaign within hours, which is a completely different posture than we've seen from him all the way through the campaign until, 3-4 weeks ago. So in those times, we've seen this shrinkage in the polls in terms of the gap. And then we've also seen, we've got a mix-minus thing here. And we've also seen, in some polls, the Zogby, a 12-point shift from Obama being ahead by 7 to being behind by 5. So the folks here really have their work cut out for them. And I think our job is to determine, whether or not it's working. And we have something to watch here. We've been to these things before, and it's like watching grass grow. I think we have something to observe.
We've taken Hollywood to an all new level here. If you look at some of the staging and the production works and everything else that we have here, I mean, this is a no expense spared event for both the Democrats and the Republicans next week.
Well, it is their sort of free commercial.
Yeah. And
so from that perspective, either at either convention, part of our job is to kind of hold their feet to the fire. And find, I think also find the stories. Maybe beyond the Hillary story, maybe there isn't anything. There was a point a couple of days ago I said, I'm not even sure we should come. Seriously. What to help them, it doesn't matter who it is, be they the Republicans or the Democrats, just to help them, tell their story, and that shouldn't be our job.
Opportunity could be a story tonight, though, right?
That's a huge deal. Within the Democratic Party, there is no more venerated saint than Ted Kennedy. And while he is a lightning rod for lots of folks around the country, there are folks, especially within the party, and very interestingly, folks across the aisle who have worked with him on certain issues who are really almost worshipful of him. So to see him in person here tonight is gonna light this place up.
Harry Smith, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Sorry I couldn't answer all those technical questions about how many miles of coaxial cable or whatever. What
he doesn't know either.
Right?
He doesn't know.
Oh, so I thought this was the Geek Squad or something, right? On the spot with Geek Squad.
We're close. We're pretty close.